limitations, overly critical of self and others, indecision because of desire to collect and analyze data.
Michelle?
Yes. I'm sorry, Derek. Thank you.
What is slip shot methods?
What do you think it means?
Anyone
want to answer that? Can I hear that question? Can you ask it?
What does slipshod methods mean?
Shortcuts.
For fears. Very good.
Shortcuts?
Right? Because they don't want to do that.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so here's what's important to think. You're all thinking about your teammates right now, all that, through practice and all this, but we're talking about now how you approach a task. So this is my example. This is my favorite example of either lion, otter, beaver, or golden retriever, or disc, right? So with the D's, we have the lions. With the I's, we have the fun otters. The S's, we have the golden retrievers. And the C's, we have the beavers, the working beavers, okay? So you see a task. D's want to get it done, bottom line. I's, get approval, but also make it fun. The S's, they want to get along and work together. The C's, get it right. Facts and figures are important. So, here's my example. Right now, let's say Kristen walks in. I wish we could do this. We have so much time. It's so fun. Kristen walks in, and she puts a big box right here in the middle of the stage. What happens? What do we think the D's do to that box?
Go open it.
Very good. Go open it. Why do the D's want to go open it?
I want to know what's in the box.
They want to know what's going on, right? They want to get it done. Bottom line. What do the I's want to do to the box?
Make sure they have permission.
Draw stuff on it.
Yeah, they want to make it fun, right? That's very good. What about the S's? What do the S's want to do to the box?
Everybody open your
Make sure everyone agrees. They're probably getting a little stressed by the D's that are trying to rip open the box, right? And they're like, sure, let's have fun. I like what Barrett's saying. Let's have fun with it. What about the C's? What do they want to do to the box? The C's are thinking there have to be directions in that box. I can just get the directions. This will be fine. Okay? What is going to stress out the D's about this box situation?
Not knowing what's in there. Not that.
And what else what are the D's going to be frustrated with this box? Huh?
The C's.
Why are the D's going to be frustrated by the C's?
Because the C's want to like take their time and try to figure out.
Very good. Excellent answer. That's good. Think about, speak up. If you're a C, what is really, which one of these people are going to probably be stressful for you?
They got
Why the eyes? Very good. Why are the eyes?
They want to do it like, have fun with it for a while.
The eyes are trying to draw stuff. Like what happens to be in the box is a tent. So what are they doing with the stuff?
They're like, no, messing around with it.
They're messing around with it, right? They're like, this is going to be so fun. They're making swords out of stuff. We're going to be the best team ever. Let's put this tent together. And the C's are like, give me the directions, right? Okay, so when you're thinking about a task, gentlemen, when you're thinking about the task, you can see here that these, from a task standpoint, on the top, the D's and the I's want to get things done, right? And what do the C's and the S's want to do? They want to take their time. Who said that? That's a good answer. Who said that?
Riley said that.
Good job, Riley. They want to take their time and make sure it's done right. All right, so what each style wants. D's want to get others to be direct, straightforward, and open up their needs for results. The I's, the high I's, want others to be friendly and to recognize their contributions. Want to have fun with that box of 10 things, right? S's, they want others to be relaxed, agreeable, cooperative, and appreciative. The C's, they want others to minimize socializing. Are you guys doing this right now? And give details and value accuracy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think C's are going to anything.
What's that? I totally disagree. As I am someone who I'll explain. Actually, this is a good time for that. So in our office, raise your hand if you know Kristen. Raise your hand if you know Maria. Raise your hand if you know Michelle.
This is easy.
Well, obviously it's me.
This is
Okay,
easy.
so Kristen, what do we think Kristen is?
D.
Kristen is a
Big
D.
old
You
D.
can watch this later. Kristen is a D, right? What is Maria? Who has Maria? Who has Maria?
No.
Maria is a C. Maria is a C. What is Michelle?
Woo!
IS. She was right on the, those of you who have Aquarius, you're right on the IS. I'm right there. Couldn't be further from the D's and the C's, right? Okay, so perfect example in our office. It's wonderful because we're all so different, right? I'm someone who's very excited about big picture things and think everything's wonderful all the time and want to make sure everyone's okay. And Kristen wants to get things done. She's very task oriented. And if I come in and I don't have 3 bullet points of what I want to say, she's going to look at me like, why are you still talking? What are you talking about? When I'm just like, how was your weekend? What's going on? And Maria, who loves to put all these agendas together and has everything perfectly organized in PowerPoints, is going to get very stressed because she's wonderful and she wants to talk to me about the weekend, but she also wants to know if I've looked at her email that she sent me at 6 in the morning, and guess what? I haven't looked at it yet. Right? And so it's wonderful because often, especially when we do these things together, right? Maria was the one that got here first, and she organized everything, had the camera set up. She made sure I had the clicker that I wouldn't even know where it is, right? She had the agenda set up. She's the one that communicated with the speaker and who was coming here and who was getting the food. Kristen showed up. She brought the food over here. She had it ready. She made sure everything was there. She put all the binders out. She said check, check, and then she went to the other leadership meeting with the older group. Okay? And I was just so excited. This is something that I've done a long time. Done this for 7 years that we did when I was at the NCAA. But I've been so excited about this. I can tell you that probably 3 of my best friends and my husband all know that I'm doing this right now because I've been so excited about it, right? Because I think everything is so much fun. But guess what I didn't spend too much time doing? Reading all of Maria's 7 emails telling me the same thing about what I needed to know for this presentation. But isn't it great that she sent it? Because I knew if I needed to see it, I could see it, right? So this is what I want you to think about all of your teams too. Some of you have smaller teams. Some of you have larger teams. So it's important to think though also about this one thing called flexing. Who can tell me what flexing anything means besides showing your gut? All the eyes are showing their muscles. Wonderful. Seriously, that's just happened. Those of you who are not cannot see the room. What do we think flexing means? Come on, participation. Get the yarn going. What's that? Working with the other letters. Very good.
You cheated.
Okay, so flexing. D, I, S, and C. The D's want to know what? I's want to know who. S's want to know why, how, and the C's want to know why, right? So the D's and the I's, stay with me friends, you're doing great. The D's and the I's are active, they're fast-paced, they're assertive, they're dynamic, they're bold, they're ready to go, right? Remember that box, it's right here on the stage. I think it's such a good example. We did it once with coaches and it worked out. Maria, we were just talking about you. Listen.
She was trashing you.
She was cheesy.
No, she was talking crazy. She don't even read your emails. She doesn't read
Maria
your
very
emails.
much knows.
She don't read your email, she said.
We have, listen up. So these people, again, with that box, I think it's a wonderful example, right? So this is what Maria, how much time do I have left? I wanted to see. I stressed her out because she doesn't know the answer, so she's very stressed. This one. Active, fast-paced, assertive, dynamic, and bold, right? They want to get things going, they want to get things done. But the I's and S's, what do they have in common? I'm talking about the D's and I's. What do the I's and S's have in common?
People focused.
They're people focused, very good. So they're empathizing, so if we're thinking about that box example again, right? The I's want to have fun, but what's their motivating factor for the I's to have fun?
People.
What's that? People, right? Because they want everyone to have a good time. And the same thing with the S's, well, they're worried about like the C's, I'm going to get the C's those directions because they're going to be very stressed if they don't get those directions. I'm going to try to distract the D a little bit and tell them it's going to be fine and give the I some other piece of something to turn into a sword, right? So they are people focused. What about the C's and the S's? What do they have in common?
Relax.
What's that?
Relax.
Very good, Brooke. Relax. What else?
Thoughtful.
Right. They're thinking about it. Like I can see her. Michelle, you push the button. They're going to be thinking again about the process and what's happening, right? They're not going to be as fast-paced, right, as those D's and the I's up top. And then you got the D's and the C's. They're questioning, they're logic-focused, they're objective, skeptical, challenging. They're also thinking, if we're talking about that box again, you got the C's that are trying to figure out what's going on so they can get the task done, right? But they're thinking about the whole process where the D's just want that bottom line, okay? So what do we think is the hardest, why do we think the D's and the S's could struggle with each other? You've been doing so great participating, keep it up. Why do you think the D's and S's could struggle?
They don't really have anything in common.
Okay, why not?
So opposite sides.
Right, so sometimes if you're thinking of those D's, right? Because the D's are fast paced, they want to get going, right? And the S's are slow, they're methodical, they want everyone to be okay. And the I's and the C's, right? Think about the box example. If you're an I, why are the C's stressing you out?
They're taking too much time
They're
to analyze.
Can you say that long? Maybe that's
They're
great.
taking too much time to analyze.
Right, you just want to have fun, right? Why are they trying to ruin it? Why are they trying to worry about the direction? It's not easy. Okay, so I would like, Maria, how much time do we have? How much do you need? Ooh. That's a fun answer. 7, 8. Okay. So really quickly, I'm going to get you all, we're going to put D's back there. You got 15 seconds. D's, I's, S's, and C's. D's, your primary, I know some of you are close. D's, in the middle, pick one of them that you feel like talking. D's, I's, S's, and C's. 10, 9, 8, 7, you find a seat.
I'm gonna just stand right here.
How far back we going?
D's,
I'm damn near right in the
I's,
middle.
S's, and C's.
I'm gonna just stay.
5, 4, 3, 2. All right, why don't you guys sit down for a second? I want you all to talk really quickly about what you can do. This is the last slide here. Okay, so now what? How can you apply this? A leader, as a leader on your team, a leader within the athletics community, and a leader in your everyday life.
All right.
Ready, break.
Well, yeah, it's important too. So, you know, you see yourself as a child. You acknowledge the fact that, like,
Just thinking of
C's
understanding.